It's Boss of Manga, and today you'll see beautiful creations of Korean culture. Top 10 manhwa and manhwa where the main character is a ninja or samurai. Enjoy watching. And number 10, Everlasting Dragon Emperor. Status ongoing, genres action, adventure, fantasy, martial arts and supernatural. Rating 4.5 stars. After being betrayed by the people he once loved, Lu Ming experienced the cold reality of the cultivation world. However, as change would have it, he obtained inheritance of a supreme expert who once suffered the same fate as him. Henceforth, the world shall tremble at the birth of Everlasting Dragon Emperor, whose legend will resound through eternity. The art is good. The pathing the plot a little bit fast, its manhwa is only recommended for hardcore cultivation manhwa fans who have nothing else to. And number 9, Storm In. Status ongoing, genres action, drama, fantasy, historical, martial arts, shonen and weapons. Rating 4.6 stars. The Crimson Demon on a battlefield. John Kirin. He spent his days in blood-splattering war in the north for the last 13 years. Those were the last words the general left me. The best way to live normally is to be an innkeeper. The youngest of my unit gave me this advice. I came all the way on Hangzhou believing his advice. But why is living a normal life so much harder than fighting in a war? Number 8, The Millennium Alchemist. Status ongoing, genres action, drama, fantasy, historical, martial arts, shonen, weapons and manhwa. Rating 4.4 stars. A child was abandoned in the forest instead with monsters and ghosts. Wunso Wool was adopted by the 5 masters and learned the best magical techniques. Also, the 5 masters are godly beings, know their inner balance on the verge of being broke down. Wunso will take revenge on behalf of his masters and goes to the world to become a god. In the end, Wunso will be able to get out of the forest of beasts. So 100% about fantasy. The development of the MC isn't shot much till the age of 18, but he is supposed to be a genius. I don't like this one that much. From what I understood, his masters did something bad and were exiled from into the forest, which has no way out. The art is average, and I am not getting way depth in the character for now. Number 7, Becoming a God by Teaching Six Sister. Status ongoing, genres action, fantasy, harem and martial arts. Rating 4.5 stars. Yelios, Six Sister are extremely proud of the sky. The elder sister is on the top of the battlefield, a dominating force. The second sister's cultivation is outstanding, a generation, a divine emperor. The third sister has countless divine beasts, the head of a family. The fourth sister is the one who can bring back the dead, the one who has the best hands. Fifth sister, formation through the sky. No one dares to me with. Sixth sister, and so on. And little sister, the daughter of a head of the villain, also to be entrusted for life. Super God started from training sixth sister. Number 6, Emperor Lingtian. Status ongoing, genres action, adventure, fantasy, martial arts and manhwa. Rating 4.5 stars. So you have read a similar story to his many times. Nothing really new, it's on the better side of very kind of stories. No top tier, but not a struggle with annoying character everywhere. Number 5, I reincarnated as a legendary surgeon. Status ongoing, genres action, adventure, historical, martial arts, medical, shonen and manhwa. Rating 4.8 stars. Because of being just before even becoming specialist, Ji Han, a third year of general surgery, has died. Was it an angel, demon or some unknown system of the world? Because of his god deeds, he got a chance to live again. But he was resurrected as a dead man who was killed by mountain bandits. But this body, Is it the body of a great legendary surgeon, a generation of heroes with an endless battle about in the year 200? As a great legendary surgeon of the 200s, he tries to stand up to it. He's really entertaining, must read those who like Dr. Manga. It's the story about the real nice guy who's created on him they got labeled as a bad guy as was finally killed off. I would have loved to see revenge, but it reincarnated him to a different world where he's on this journey to become the world's best surgeon, and it's hella entertaining. Number 4. Dragon Throne. Status ongoing, genres action, adventure, fantasy and martial arts. Rating 4.6 stars. The story follows a person known as a Dragon King and his ancestor who helps him. They are trying to become the strongest to protect themselves. The story is a tiny bit fast-paced, but for those that want to read, have fun and not stress out is this present. The art is very clean and the colors fit each character well. They use very accurate use of red for his era and a beautiful blue to trios for underwater scenes. The characters each have their own unique personality and the author uses those personalities to progress and add to the story very nicely. Overall, the story is for those that just want to have fun reading and not think too much, and the art style fits the most very well. Each character is fun to learn about, and the enemies are fun to watch. Definitely a manga I would see the more chapters in, as there are only 66 chapters when I'm writing this. Number 3. Memoir of the King of War. Status ongoing, genres action, adventure, historical, martial arts, weapons and manhwa. Rating 4.8 stars. I'll admit the story is quite basic and unoriginal, but I really like the action and fight scenes so far. It really does perfectly encapsulate a feeling of being an absolute badass. The art is pretty good as well, though definitely won't be everyone's cup of the tea since it is quite different. If you're bored, give it a try. Number 2. Cultivator Agonist Hero Society. Status ongoing, genres action, adventure, comedy and martial arts. Rating 4.6 stars. A powerful cultivator unexpectedly time-traveled into the modern world with heroes. In this small world, the fight between cultivator and superpowers shall begin. In my perspective, this manga is actually pretty good, even though most people their days don't like all the cultivation stuff. I would really recommend it. It somehow make as a mix of cultivation and superpowers in other world, medieval and 21st century mix. At number 1, Shenwu Tianzun. Status ongoing, genres action, adventure, fantasy, martial arts and weapons. Rating 4.5 stars. When you see supreme, god and revenge in the synopsis of a manga, you know what you get. Some managed to exceed my expectation, but this one followed the same blueprint. But it has some redeeming qualities as well. Although there are still plenty of canon fodder characters. Many of those that the MC fit are smart and use their brain. They don't fight carelessly but for the sake of it, but there are still others who kick puppies for fun. Another thing is the MC overall goal. He wants to get revenge, but he does it in a different way, and I prefer it more because the real aspects are world building in it. And that's the end. Thanks for watching, subscribe and leave comments below. Goodbye.